Recently, a game has caught my eye as it has potential to become interesting and shake up simulation games. The life simulation InZoi from Korea will probably be available by the end of the year or early next year. InZoi is designed to offer a deep dive into the complexities of everyday life. Unlike traditional games with predefined characters, InZoi's core concept revolves around player-created individuals. You are the primary character in your own story. While there's no official confirmation, it's highly probable that InZoi is utilizing AI in its development. Children in the games will likely be NPCs. This seems obvious as you can't expect a real baby to game as an in-game baby. The graphics are based on the Unreal 5 engine, and those graphics aren't cheap to generate. Just yesterday we found out what type of hardware InZoi will require. Let me just tell you that the minimum Intel CPU will be a Core i5, and the minimum AMD CPU will be a Ryzen 5. GPU-wise, the minimum will be a RTX 2060 with 8 GB of RAM. Mind you, that means that the minimum requirements will require the newer RTX 2060 that features 12 GB of RAM, and not the somewhat older RTX 2060 that came standard with 6 GB of RAM. On the AMD side, the game requires at least a Radeon RX 5600 XT. The recommended specs for InZoi are a lot higher. This game will need an Intel Core i7 or an AMD Ryzen 7, combined with the NVIDIA RTX 3070 or an AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT. The game's primary competitor, The Sims 4, requires a lot less hardware. Of course, you won't get Unreal Engine 5 graphics, but the fans of the Sims franchise nevertheless love the game and play it often on more readily available mid-level laptops. Thanks for listening and watching. You just heard about what I think about the hardware requirements of InZoi, but I am curious about what you think. So, my friends, what do you think? Will InZoi be doomed by its high hardware requirements? Let me know in the comments.